So yeah, I'm coming up on 19 years in the business. And it wasn't that long ago that I didn't want to even be in the business because it sucked. I was still doing, anywhere between 60 and 80 transactions a year. I had small kids. All I was doing was working. I was like starting my business over and over every year. I didn't keep in contact with any of my past clients. And I just think of how much money I left on the table because I didn't stay in contact with these people. It was bad. And then being that busy and trying to maintain a relationship with your wife, relationship with your kids. And then I was working till 11, 12, sometimes 1 in the morning. I just couldn't do it anymore. Something needed to change. And then, I got your email about hiring an assistant and we set up that meeting. Once I had those systems and everything in place, I started to enjoy it more. My business was getting busier, but it didn't feel like it. And now I'm 20, 30% higher than my best year I've ever had in the past. I'm working way less and it's all referral. I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. Well, I was on vacation essentially the whole summer. I was home 7 days out of the entire summer.
How many deals this year?
120-ish.
Okay, Tyler. Good to see you, buddy.
Likewise. Always a pleasure, Ben.
Always good, man.
Yeah.
Always good. There's some I don't like, but you are like pretty good. Now, Where are you at, man? Tell me if you were to paint this picture right now, give me a picture of where your business and your life is. What's going on?
So I'm coming up on 19 years in the business, and it's hard to think that it's going to be 20 years. Last year, I had the best year I've ever had. I'm right around that 120 deals or transactions for the year. And I owe it all to my assistants, for sure. I could not produce like that and actually have a life without doing it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that long ago that I didn't want to even be in the business because it sucked.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was, I'd go out, I was still doing, anywhere between 60 and 80 transactions a year.
Yeah, because 4 years ago, right? We've been together. So it's like before that?
It's right before that.
Wow.
And I had small kids and all I was doing was working. I'd get up in the morning, I'd make them breakfast. I'd head out to the office, I'd work all day. I'd try to get home for dinner. And then once I was done dinner, kids would be in bed. And then I was working till 11, 12, sometimes 1 in the morning, just to try to get caught
60,
up on my
70 deals.
It was,
so literally half.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I didn't like it. I'd get really irritated when agents would call me like after 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it was just, the business wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was doing everything that I did like and also what I didn't like. And
I actually didn't know that, Tyler.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So you were like considering like, do I want to do this?
No, I mean,
and you were winning on paper and in front of all the other agents are going to be like, this guy's crushing.
Yeah. I was winning, but I mean, on the other hand,
on money wise and externally.
And then I thought, what other job can I do to, make this kind of money, right? And I just fought through it and kept moving forward until I met you.
Yeah. So that's crazy, man. I didn't know that. And so you're sitting there, and then obviously you got one of my emails and we chatted. But the
phishing email.
Yeah. The assistant conversation caught your eye.
Big time.
Yeah. And you're like, and what's weird is you're 15 years in the game.
Yep.
And no one's ever even considered like turning it into like getting some help.
And I'd met with a couple of agents before that and said, like, what do you have your assistant do? And one agent specifically said, everything. I'm like, what do you mean everything?
Yeah.
And so once I started to think about that more, and then, I got your email about hiring an assistant and we set up that meeting. And honestly, I can't believe how different my life is.
So it's not just like hire an assistant, like you had to change.
Oh, 100%. I had to get over myself, right? Obviously, you know how everything needs to be done and you want it done that same way. So it was just letting go little by little different tasks that I had done and start to build that trust with that person. And there's going to be some hiccups along the way, but it's just getting over yourself.
I think too, it's like, a lot of people look at an assistant and like, what am I going to do? What's this? So in a weird way, it was cool to be like, hey, here's a couple things like right away. Like it
Yes.
was almost like we kind of held your hand,
100%.
right? Like it wasn't like good luck. And when the guy
Yeah.
says, I do everything, what the hell how do you replicate that?
Yeah.
And it's honestly, we know that's impossible to do everything. But remember that like you just started putting in systems,
Yep.
but you used the assistant to put in the assistant. And that was like, okay, just do this.
No, for sure. And it was just, piece by piece,
Yeah. Step by
you know,
step.
just getting used to the back end of our system where all the paperwork goes.
Yeah.
And so it was
Get
just
your serum up to speed. Yeah.
1% at a time, right?
Yeah.
And after that time, before you know it, you're piling everything onto the assistant.
Yeah.
And now I can, well, while we're sitting here, I know my assistant has access to my emails, and she's responding to, taking care of issues or anything that I should be doing. She's got access to that. So,
and she can respond as you.
As me.
Yeah. Hey, no problem. I'll get back to you. Yeah. I'm just in a meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel?
Oh, it's unreal. And you know what? It's almost scary because I let a lot of stuff, I don't want to say go unchecked, but I guess I trust her enough now that I'm never really second guessing her anymore, just because she's been with me for what, a year and a half now, I think.
So what's interesting is like, I think about people that want to do it all themselves, right?
Yeah.
And did you pride yourself in doing it all yourself, or
Not really?
Not really. Okay, you just did it.
I just did it.
Yeah.
And I remember being at a different brokerage, and I was always the absolute worst one with the paperwork.
Yeah, man.
Because I wouldn't submit stuff. I'd submit the paperwork when I had the time to do it.
You just stack up on it.
And
you ever just didn't get paid? Eh?
Yeah. And I'd be sitting sometimes, $20,000 that they were waiting on paperwork from. And I'm like, well, I'll get to it when I can.
Yeah.
But,
and how did that weigh on you? Like the energy wise, were you just thinking about this?
I was just drained all the time.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't sit down at the end of the night and watch a show with my wife, or, movie night with the kids, like
your head's
things
just
like
not
that.
there.
Head's not there.
Because you should be banging out this paperwork.
Yeah.
Or
and then anytime my phone would beep or, some kind of a notification, and it was, 7:30 or 8 at night, I was getting pissed off.
When you used to get excited.
Yeah.
You used to be like, oh, sick, there's a deal.
Yeah, it did the opposite.
Yeah, and at that point, something
needed to change.
Was it burnout, you think, or just overwhelm, or?
Yeah, well, I think it was having kids. That's a big one.
Changes things, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then being that busy and trying to maintain a relationship with your wife, relationship with your kids, and run a business.
And your own mental health.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that's, as guys, we just put it on our shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, I gotta take care of my girl, gotta take care of my kids, gotta take care of my clients. And we just have this like grinder built in, provider.
Yep.
Just get her done, right? You could be like getting your ass kicked mentally, but you just plow through, right?
Yep.
It's such a powerful impact in your life on every level. And it's the last thing we actually deal with.
Yeah.
Like, man, I'm feeling sad today, angry today. Like, it's just like, as a guy, that's because you're grinding.
Yeah.
And a women too can be a grinder, but like you come home and you're just not the same.
Yeah.
Like there's a version of Ben, a version of Tyler that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then there's a version where you're tired and you're a bit of a jerk and quiet or passive aggressive. Like all these weird things come, but sometimes it's just that we've got living on so much pressure.
Yep. And it was nice too, once I had those systems and everything in place, and I wasn't tired. I was actually spending time with my family. I started to enjoy it more. My business was getting busier, but it didn't feel like it. And I always had an issue too giving up deals to people. Like
it's a big step. Yeah.
I just wanted them all for myself, right? I think after I took those baby steps to, I don't have to do everything, then it started to transition. So I have a couple of agents that I refer business to now, and I look at it differently. Before it was like, oh, well, I'm out, half that commission. I don't look at it that way anymore. It's like, hey, I get half that commission.
Free money, dude.
And I also get to be out at my cabin for the weekend instead of coming into town and showing houses. So I pick and choose what I want to do. And it's a big mind shift.
Amazing though. It's like remember, it's been a while, but we did Set Your Compass. That would have been years ago. Now, so much revisit that. We should come back to one of those rounds, honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to go through that again because it really looks at what your compass is and what you want. But I remember if there's a question that says, what are your financial goals?
Yep.
And then it says, imagine that you met all your financial goals. Tell us about your life. And know what everybody says? See, agents are like, it's really funny. They always say, I just want to worry less.
Yep.
I just want to wake up, have a tea on the porch, and then I might want to work a little bit. And it's like this feeling of like peace of mind.
Yep.
They're all chasing peace of mind. They're not chasing GCI.
Yeah.
So that set your compass is to break that down and be like, look, it's not the money you're looking at, even though you want the money.
And I remember that specifically because I wrote there, I want a cabin.
Oh, you did? I should go back. I probably have it.
No.
We should revisit this. Oh, that's so cool.
A year and a half ago, it came together, man.
It was on the list.
And it was on the list.
What do you really want was the question. Like, what do you actually want?
And that's what I wanted. And you know what? It's weird how the universe, like once you put that out there.
Well, you just have to be like, that's what I want. And it's alignment though. Like you actually want it.
Yeah.
It's not like, I want to have a yacht.
Yeah.
No, like it's almost aligned to your real heart.
Yeah. And
so now let's talk about this. So you that's amazing, right? So you ask yourself what you want, because why are we even doing anything? We got to figure that out. That's obviously our world.
And that was a great question, right? Like, what are you doing this for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
60 deals, 70 deals, 80 deals, it doesn't change anything.
No.
Like you're 100 to 80 to 120, it doesn't change anything.
No.
Does it?
No.
Like it's no difference. Once you're at 80, 90, like you just got more money to spend.
Yeah. Revenue Canada gets
they get a bunch more. That's right. And so you sit back, like I want to do a cabin.
Yeah.
Year and a half in, you're like, okay, what happened? Tell me about your cabin. And I think it's more of a cabin. It's a nice one, isn't it?
It's awesome. It's close, man. It's like 50 minutes from my house. Pigeon Lake.
Is it on the water?
Right on the water. Dude. Yeah, it's got 5 bedrooms.
I remember you were talking to me about it.
Yeah, it's still like wood on the wall. Like it's still a cabin.
That's awesome.
But
that's best.
But I can't believe when I go out there and I there's a hill that you come to, and as soon as you see that lake, my shoulders drop.
Wow.
I get there, I start tinkering around. Wow. I forget about my phone.
Wow.
It's like, oh geez, it's been like 2 or 3 hours. I better check that. Whereas at home, I'd never get that. Wow. I don't know, that mental disconnect from.
Yeah. That's crazy. So you get the cabin. You've had it now for what?
It'll be 2 years in June.
Okay, 2 years.
Yeah.
So tell me, how many, like when are you going? How much time you're spending there?
So this last summer, I was there. Well, I was on vacation essentially the whole summer. I was home 7 days out of the entire summer.
How many deals this year?
120-ish.
So highest year you've ever had?
Best year I've ever had.
Dude, I've heard this story so many times.
Mm-hmm.
You have time.
Yep.
You enjoy your life.
Yep.
You make more money because you have the assistants and some operational systems. It's like, it's actually, it sounds like seen on TV, right? That's the only thing I don't like. It's like, no, like this is actually how it works.
Yeah.
Put some systems in, get your assistants to take care of stuff, get your mindset to business owner.
Yep.
And then when you refresh yourself, like you probably haven't had have you felt that feeling of like when a phone call comes in, you're stressed out? Like,
no, I don't know. I just feel so level-headed, so calm, so peaceful. I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I'm not jumping to my clients anymore. And I think one of the reasons I was able to just come in town 7 days, if somebody wanted to see a property and they needed to see it, but I would say, you know what, you're on my time. I've got these openings on, and I'd come during the week, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll come show you.
And I would just book all my apportments for a couple of days.
Smash them out for 7 days.
Smash them out, and then head back out.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you're just hanging out there. What are you doing? For a whole summer, what'd you do?
I love to cook. So like smoker, barbecue.
You fish there at all?
I mean, I take my kids out. They don't have the patience quite yet for it.
You're like, no fish. Let's go.
But
see a little boat there?
Yeah. So we do boating, and
that's amazing.
And it's awesome because my wife's aunt and uncle live right next door, or they've got a place right next to us. All the people on the beach are awesome. It kind of reminds me of how I grew up, like back in the 80s, and just safe community. Everybody you can let your kids run around there. I don't know, man. It's just peace of mind.
It's amazing. Let's go back, Tyler, earlier in your career. What advice would you give him? What would you go back and be like, okay, I got some tips here. What would you tell him?
I think the biggest thing is the assistant. So I got into real estate in 2007, June 1st, 2007. The taps had turned off.
Yeah.
The market was crashing.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to be a real estate agent, to be honest. I was dating a girl at the time. And then she was cheating on me. My car broke down.
Oh, man.
And I got laid off of my job. I was in dental sales, like a dental sales rep. And so I had to find a place to live. And my buddy was a real estate agent. So he says, yeah, come move into my basement. Here I am sleeping on an air mattress in a basement, 30 years old.
Totally humbled, man.
Feeling like a loser.
No doubt.
And my buddy says, well, and I was looking for jobs. He says, well, why don't you become a real estate agent? I'm like, real estate agents are so cheesy.
They're losers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like faces on a bus bench and, all about me. And then I was hanging around his place and I didn't realize, the potential you could make as a real estate agent. So while I was looking for a job, I said, okay, well, I'll just take the course. So I went into the course, and back then,
it was so easy.
Well, not for me, but it was all in class. So I had to show up at the real estate board, and so here I was newly single. So I was hitting the bars.
You're coming in,
you're trying to pick up women, rolling in late some days.
It's like, who's this guy?
And everybody just thought. I don't know. They thought I was a joke. It was essentially.
Oh, for real?
I think so.
That was the impression.
Like, who is this guy?
Oh, wow.
He's not gonna. So, anyways, I became friends with the two ladies that were working in the office at the real estate board that do all the exams. So I got really close with them.
Yeah.
I'd always joke around with them, and
cool.
I went to go write my test, and I failed the first time.
Yeah.
And so I panicked. I was like, "Oh man, I just don't want to have to do this again."
Yeah.
So studied. Went back in, same two ladies are there. And so I started doing my exam. Yeah. I get to the end of the exam. And then it asks you if you want to go back through and change some of the answers. So what do? Well, yeah, of course. So I start going back through.
Second guessing.
Everything. And I feel a tap on my shoulder. And it's one of the ladies. She's like, finish your exam.
Oh, let's get it
You're
done.
Passing.
Oh, so she helped you out. Just stop effing around with it. And
she's like, just finish it. Like you're done.
Oh, that's so nice.
After I went in there and she says, yeah, your numbers were starting to go backwards. And she's like, Tyler, if anybody should be a real estate agent, it should be you.
Man, that's nice.
And so I passed.
Kind of. You're about to self-sabotage the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then I had to find a brokerage. I ended up going to my buddy's brokerage.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the hell do you do next? Well, this was at the crash. So
and the crash, yeah.
The crash. So I mean, everybody was trying to sell a property at that time. So I picked up the Comfrey, and it was about this thick. It was like a phone book. And in my
for sale by owners.
Yeah, for sale by owners.
Yeah.
And so I had a felt pen, and I'd go into the office and I'd get on the phone. I'd call every single person in and I'd write on there, okay, no, this person's an asshole.
Yeah.
So the next one I'd go over to, okay, well, they're not quite ready to sell. So I'd put a date. And before I knew it, within a few months, I think I had close to 20 listings. I would take anything.
Of course.
I said, I don't care if it's overpriced.
And everyone wanted to list.
And everybody wanted to list. But I found the more I was doing it, the tone of your voice made all the difference. So I called them up and be like, hey, how's it going today? They'd be like, good. I'm like, hey, it's Tyler Ellis calling. Yes, I'm a real estate agent. I noticed that you've got your place. It's been listed on Comfrey. How's that been going? Oh, it's not selling. Then I'd say, well, I'll tell you that if I can list that, like, you don't have to pay me anything. I'll list your property for free. You only have to pay me if I sell it.
Dude, that's what I did. That's so crazy.
So yeah, I had a ton of listings in the office, and slowly my business grew from that. Another thing that I learned, I was like starting my business over and over every year. I didn't keep in contact with any of my past clients.
Oh my goodness.
There's maybe
20 years in.
Yeah.
Or like 15 by the time,
It was bad. And I just think of how much money I left on the table because I didn't stay in contact with these people. And I am now, but still, that's a lot of people that I could have.
Like probably $1 million.
And if I could go back, you asked that earlier, I would have a better CRM and a better follow-up system with my past clients.
Change everything.
Yep.
Like, dude, 15 years in and you hadn't done any follow-up. No. So what would it be like? You do a deal. And
that was it.
And it's never like, hey.
I give their gift. And hopefully you call me in 5 years when you're going to sell.
How nice. Crazy, hey?
I mean, a lot did. Well, but still.
Mm-hmm. Like if you think about it, if you would have just put, let's say you did a 90-day magnet and a birthday system and like 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
What would have happened? Like in over 10 years, 15 years?
Well, I'm just seeing it now. Because how long have I been in your program? Has
4
it been
years, maybe?
4 years?
Something like that.
I just can't believe the return just in those 4 years that I've gotten.
Well, it's nice that you're 4 years because now it's like we've got this maturing system now. See, at first you get a couple and you're like, this is cool. But I'm like, no. The real number is after 5 years.
Yeah.
Because now you've nurtured and you've got a full itch cycle.
Yeah.
Right? You got that itch cycle, like you nurtured birthdays for 5 years.
Yeah.
Now all these people, like there's just the moment someone's going to buy or sell, it's already done.
Yeah.
Right? It just, that's why you're starting to see it. Hey.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like measurable? Like what are you seeing?
Well, like I say, before Ben, I was doing, probably my best year before was close to 80 deals.
Yeah. Which is huge.
And
still,
now I'm 20-30% higher than my best year I've ever had in the past.
And you're working
way less.
Repeats up high.
And it's all referral.
Yeah. You're not losing any.
No.
Because you're already a really good guy. Like you're good, man. Like you connect with people so well. And it's a shame if you don't, like it's like for you, some people's not as easy. Yeah. Someone's an introverted guy, doesn't know how to, hey, how you doing? Like doesn't have that charisma. Like you got charisma. And but and then you just remind them of that. Hey, how you doing? I'm back again. It's like you just keep them coming. Yeah, man, it's just, you're good at landing them but keeping them, man,
that's a whole nother game and it's funny because I'll be talking to people and, oh yeah, we bought our house 5 years ago. Oh, who was your agent? I don't know.
No one. I know. It's the greatest opportunity in the entire industry just to simply take 5 years and nurture your base. Like 5 years, just you'll be the top guy, but no one. And then how? And then that's the thing. There is a condition on when you hit them with the birthday cookies versus a birthday email. Like there's some disclaimers. 100%. The quality of the touch. Yeah. That's a big difference.
And the scratch and wins too.
Yeah, their anniversaries.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Well, the thing I like about that, it's interactive, right? Somebody gets it. I sent one to a client, my great referral person, and he sent me a video back with his 4 kids because they'd been there 4 years. Each one had a scratch and win ticket.
Dude, that's so awesome.
Yeah,
man, that is awesome. Yeah, and that just goes. You don't think about it, do you?
No,
it runs.
Yeah.
It just runs like crazy. I love that so much.
And even like my mail outs, I still love the handwritten.
This is the after you sell, like the listing letters or the buyer mail outs.
No.
Listings. Like I just sold a property in your area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
ones are kind of hit and miss, but they do work. You just have to keep doing it.
What's nice about it is passive. You don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like it just goes. It always pays for itself. Yeah. And then it's a matter of how much more you make off it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get a honey hole once in a while.
Yeah.
You get 3 in a row. It's like, holy shit. Right. But why not have a quick reinvestment?
Well, it's not that much. Like you're looking at, I think $600 to send out 1,000.
Imagine making a 10,000 commission. I think 10% should always be reinvested back into marketing. Just take 10%. So throw it back into making more money. Like people are like, I got this money, you just put it in the bank or pay bills or.
And I never thought of it like that before.
You just looked at it as an expense.
Yeah. It's like, something else. But I never looked at it as an investment to get more business. Now, like even last week, I picked up two listings.
From these?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. Yeah. But that's cool and it's exciting. And what I love about it is you didn't send them.
It was easy.
No, this is your team does it.
Yeah, I sent my assistant. Hey, I just sold this one.
Just get it done.
She knows the template. She writes it up, sends it to me. I look at it. I'm like, okay, this is great.
How long did it take? 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Like that's what we're shooting for is more time.
Yep.
right? So it's like, oh, I got this awesome marketing system. How much time am I putting into it? They always think of ROI, but I look at time as well.
Well, which is moving me closer to, do I just want to be a listing agent, right? And that's the only way I think I'm going to be able to scale past this point.
I think it's going to be because you still have a step, which is like having like you have synergy partners and referral places.
Yeah.
It's the next step is to have someone represent your brand.
Okay.
You know, like maybe 2 agents that turn into like what about 2 agents that do 40 deals each?
Yeah.
Like that's,
which is what I would like.
of course. And then you might do less deals, right? Or you choose what deals you want. You only take the big ones.
Yeah.
You only do some listings, but you'll always be in the game until you have that someone on your team that you can trust, not just because you want to keep your clients. That means you can't just give away all the synergy stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. But that's just the process.
Yep.
It's a process. Like you've figured out your assistant stuff. You put in some key systems.
Yep.
It's not crazy. It's just some key systems.
Yep.
And you evolve though. And that's the time part. Like it's not like year 1. Okay, awesome. No, like there's still an evolution of becoming that owner of a business.
Yeah.
Like there's just layers of like our own emotional friction. Like, oh, I don't know if I can.
And it does feel like a business now. Whereas before it just felt like Tyler doing paperwork.
Right. So here's the next crazy thing to think about in the future, 10, 15 years later. Okay. If you did get some people selling more, not just the little next level where it's like you've actually got like 2, probably I like 2, maybe 3 max, depends on your volume, but you can sell it. And no one thinks about that because
like you
can't sell Tyler's business. So anything you do, can't sell it.
Yeah.
Because that's your book of business, like maybe a couple of grand or who knows.
Yeah.
Because they're all your people. But if all of a sudden, Tyler Ellis Inc., Team Ellis, you can sell Team Ellis because you're selling salespeople, operations, systems, and staff.
True.
And that can sell. Because if you're making, let's say that your team is at 200 deals a year.
Okay.
Right? So you're at 120, we'll say. And then, or let's say you're at 80.
Yep.
And then your other team does 80. It's 160 deals. So what's the commissions on that? Let's say 1.6 million, just average. Because million and a half. Okay. Let's take yours off the table. So there's still 800 grand.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is run the systems and lead the sales team.
Yeah.
Now look at buying the business times 3 value. That's still $1 million business to sell. Yeah. You could even get a $500,000 probably to blow it out for 500. Yeah. Like it's an interesting idea, right? But then the other option is the exit. You never exit.
Well, yeah,
it's a money machine.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's why the team part, it's kind of an enterprise mindset versus just a worker's mindset. It's like business owner, but like, is there an exit strategy? Well, then that's what I'd start thinking of, like, because you don't have to exit. But it's like if you have a team and but then it's fun because now you got culture. Yeah. You got some good dudes on your team. Yeah. You know, it comes with different risks and different things, but if you find the right people and you've got crazy good value because of all the systems, they're not going to go a different team.
They're not going to leave.
Yeah, and what you do is as they get better, you give them a bit more. Like that's the problem. A lot of guys don't give them anything. It's like, oh, stick with a 50-50. No, like Adam was on my team. He did 50 deals. Boom, change his deal. I'm changing his deal. He's not asking me. Like maybe you want to take 6 months off. Maybe you want to do some adventures. Maybe, I don't know. So that's where it goes back to let's go to Set Your Compass again. Yeah. In the new version.
What that's changed.
It's not a cabin anymore. Yeah. We've got the cabin. So now what? So that's why it's like, this is fun now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's go. That's why retreats are good and kind of dig in and be like, hey, what do I want now? But then sometimes what I find is there's a level of giving, mentoring. There's something there where like is very, very satisfying to the soul. Like you've arrived at some level. And I find that's why I love coaching, and because there's this always you're just like, man, I can help this guy through this. Like if you find a Tyler of 5 years ago, man, dude, first thing you're like, dude, let me free you. Yeah. I'll change your life. Like that's what I get to do. And so that's why that's
a cool thing you do, Ben. Like,
but you can do that as the next Set Your Compass too. Some level of like doing something where it's just giving or coaching a kid's soccer team, or like there's things about giving. Like we live our life, we build the life we love. It's all self-focused. Yeah. Then once you kind of get to that stability and no worry, you can shift it to like, I want to like give a little bit. Help. I want to help. I remember some calls and there were some lessons in leadership because I remember that because it's not like, hire an assistant, yay. Like you are like, remember, sales guy to now like that's a performer's world. You do a good job.
Yeah.
Expectations are clear. You do this, you make this, and they're happy with you. So you could predict that outcome all the time.
Yeah.
Having an assistant, and it's like all of a sudden she wasn't doing as good as you wanted, and you're like, what do I do? And I'm like, and then we talked about how do you lead them. Remember that?
Yeah.
And now you had to deal with controversy, and that was something you didn't want to deal with.
It
wasn't. You tried to avoid it anyways, as much as you could.
And that was me, right? I would just try to avoid things like that. But the more I avoided, the more pressure it put on, I guess the more stress it put on me, because I wouldn't face having that conversation to make my life easier or find a solution for that.
So you just have this on your head.
Yeah.
And then you're unhappy every time you're dealing with this person.
And I keep seeing the same things happen over and over again. I was addressing them, but I wasn't addressing them.
So looking at avoiding, it caused massive stress for you.
Yeah.
And it didn't give her any, like it was, how did it affect her? Now you're avoiding it.
And it also had she wasn't understanding it. And then I was annoyed and upset with her because I hadn't.
Which would be confusing for her?
Yes.
And now you're like, and you kind of told her.
I finally had to meet up, sit down, go through everything, and just have an honest conversation.
Yeah.
And you know what I found out? That there was some personal stuff happening. And she was going through a lot.
Yeah.
And which I didn't expect.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I remember that with you. That I'm proud of you. Like I'm not your dad, but I'm like proud of because I know what it's like for a guy that's super kind, pleaser, and avoids conflict.
Yeah.
But a leader, that doesn't work for leadership because conflict you have to address it.
Yeah.
And so I love that we got to work together and kind of go through that. And it's like the honest conversation was like a huge part of from the leadership standpoint.
100%.
And when you did do the honest conversation, what result, like in your head, what was going to happen, and then what happened? Like what really happened?
Well, it was totally different. And then I was helping her in a different way to get back to where she could be in a better place.
So you were actually leading her.
Yes.
And now you could help her.
Yeah.
Before it's like, what the fuck's going on? Like she's dropping the ball. But that was.
And because of that, getting over that and just, I found my business and life has gotten so much easier, especially dealing with clients.
Through the honest conversation,
through the honest conversation.
Yeah.
And dealing with it right away instead of putting it off.
When you had the honest conversation with the assistant, you learned what's really going on.
Yes.
And did she respect you more?
Yes. 100%.
And then now you took that same model.
Yep.
Of like honest conversation.
Yep.
And now you're hitting things head on with clients.
100%.
And for your whole career,
I always tiptoed around it. I wasn't sure how to approach them. Oh, maybe I'll wait till later to call them to break the bad news.
Yeah. Did you avoid price drop conversations?
That as well.
So that's pure not even selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I have no issues with it.
It's amazing.
Even if they don't want to hear it.
Amazing, dude. Because I know you for a while.
Yeah.
And that just some people don't ever get there.
Yeah.
Because it's terrifying. It's a very deep, like, holy shit, I'm not gonna like.
Actually, one happened today. A good client of mine. He bought a house through me. We listed his place after he moved out. And he sent me a message last night and, hey, do you have time for a phone call? I was like, yeah, I can tomorrow morning. Give me a call.
Yeah.
And so he was I wasn't sure if he was gonna fire me. He was asking, how long the contract's for. And I just had a great conversation. He says, well, Tyler, I have a buddy that might want to buy the property. I said, no problem at all. I said, I said to him, look, we'll work something out. Yeah, you don't have to pay me the full commission. I said, at the end of the day, I just want you to be happy and feel like you got a fair deal.
Yeah.
I put a lot of time and money into this, so I do expect to get paid. But I said, we'll work something out. And I said, and you know what? If it doesn't work out with this guy, I said, we need to reduce the price by like $40,000.
You just added right on.
Yeah.
So that conversation was easy?
Yes.
And before would not be?
No. I would be scared that I was losing the listing.
Massive. Dude, that's massive.
Yeah.
Massive. So that's just massive.
Yeah.
Like-
But it just because all the signs are like, okay, how long's your contract till it's up?
Well, for sure.
We haven't had a lot of showings on the property.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
And so just to have that conversation with him, because I didn't know what was happening. For all I knew, I was going to get fired.
Yeah. It's
but
amazing.
It wasn't the case, right?
If you didn't have the conversation, you still wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't know.
It'd weigh on me and I'd stress.
Right.
Like, oh no, why is he calling?
Have you done the client annual client insulator?
I do it every year.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like that's what but that's where this comes from.
Yeah.
Like imagine like being like just to go up to your client, be like, hey, can you give me feedback on all the areas of how I'm doing in this business? Like I do that, right? In the company, I do it twice a year. And it's like really cool because there's a lot of people like, this is amazing. Oh yeah. But there's always a handful in the company, like students are like, well, I'm not getting the value, but why? And so now I think it's probably only 3 or 4 people when we put out that survey but you get to go and face those things.
Yeah.
If you don't face, then people stay. Oh no, all it was this and this. Oh, it was a password issue.
Yeah.
They leave or they didn't like, you just like, it's just like stupid little things, but that insulator. So what have you learned from sending out that feedback?
How much my clients love me.
Right. Which is nice, right?
It is good to see that. I mean, there were a few things that they said I, could work on, and it hits a little bit hard.
It does, yeah.
But it's funny because the ones that did give, it wasn't negative feedback. It was just stuff that I could improve on.
Yeah.
And it was good to hear that.
And it's once you get over that little sting, you're like, okay, like why not be amazing? You get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
That's cool that you're using that now. Now it's just, you just talk to people.
Yep.
So now you got 2 assistants. You just hired your second one?
Yeah, a few months ago. She's been amazing.
So what would you say to the guys? They're like, why would you hire 2?
I would say just get Ben's team to hire them.
Yeah. You did the done for you hiring service,
which was the best for me. I'd rather throw a little bit of money on it. You kept on coming on the
call, and I'm just like, dude, we have a done for you hiring service. Let's just pay us.
And I didn't hesitate. I'm like, okay, do it.
Just buy the time.
And it was so cool to see. They had 4 different people. They interviewed them all for me.
Yeah.
I watched the videos. My problem was they're all great.
Yeah.
I wanted to hire them all, but obviously you can't.
But that's what we run into, Tyler.
Yeah.
There's tons of good ones.
Yeah.
See, that's what you needed. That's what we need to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it doesn't matter. You lose one, there's tons.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that a crazy, powerful feeling?
And
like you're not scared to lose them.
Even one of them, like it was a tough decision between the 2. So the other one that I didn't go with, I have her doing a special project for me starting here in the next few weeks.
So you kind of took 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always see that. I like to look at it where we buy car insurance, we buy house insurance. The second assistant is insurance.
Yeah.
Because you lose your main assistant, it's going to cost you 4 months at least. And how many deals? Like it's actually measurable. Like, and mental, you're going to go into full, imagine if it's spring market, you lose your main assistant.
Oh,
you're probably going to lose 5 or 6, 7, maybe 20 deals. I don't know, but it's 50 to 100 grand to get back on track. I'm like, pay the extra $500 or $1,000 a month. Like a second assistant's not crazy. Even if it's $1,500.
Yeah,
you can't beat it.
So my second assistant just does my birthday system. 90-day magnets. My Canada Post stuff.
Anniversary system now.
Anniversary system.
Do you do deal by deal client feedback system?
No.
Probably don't yet. That's a good one. We can look at that. Yeah, because every single deal, this is when they're really excited. So this is not the overall feedback system, but it's and think of you having a team. So you got 3 or 4 guys working for you.
Okay.
Every single one, this is where the Google review comes into.
Okay.
But you could be like, hey, we really want your feedback. We got 3 or 4 questions. How was their service from 1 to 10? If they don't say 10, they say 8. How could it be in a 10?
Yeah.
Did you how was our and just a real survey? But by finishing the survey, they get a $5 gift card to the choice of wherever. But it's a feedback system or deal by deal feedback. Now you can oversee your team and quality control.
Yeah.
And then you can actually create your own, like if you had a couple team members, we could create your own awards.
Yeah, true.
Right? You can rate it. So you could literally do all 1 to 10s. And so it's easy to do. Like there's 5 1 to 10s, and then you get your score.
Yeah.
And then it's an analyst every single time. And then it's like they get graded on their quality, but everything would be about like client experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could do
Well, I
whatever.
think even just getting the reviews, right?
But yeah, in the Google review, yeah.
Which I've only been doing on my.
But you'd have your
surveys.
assistant run the deal by deal client service systems. That's an easy one to put in. Just plug it in. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, but all of those things are run by that girl.
Yep.
And so she does the aftercare systems really.
Yeah, she does, and she's been awesome.
Just clockwork.
Really amazing.
And then who's doing the listing letters and the buyer letters and things like that?
She does those as well.
Have you done a TIM letter yet?
Oh yeah, I've done a few.
Yeah. Hey, we got a buyer. Those get open rates. Okay, so who does those?
Same one.
Yeah, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
And you don't have your administration, like paperwork person doing that.
No.
Yeah.
She will communicate with her. So my paperwork person also handles my CRM.
Yeah.
So she's taking when these people buy or sell, she's putting that information into
moving
the CRM,
them or whatever. Yeah.
And then she sends a list for birthdays for the month to the other.
Who's doing deal flow emails? That same person.
Yeah.
See, that's sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they're great. The deal flow emails, I feel makes us look way more professional.
Yeah.
And also just giving the feedback on the Mondays. We do every Monday. They get a feedback with a Google link. You can see who's been through there.
That's awesome. That's the feedback system.
Feedback system.
Yeah.
And that's a great one too.
Oh,
like
dude.
even if I get busy, I don't have to worry about calling my clients once a week to say, hey, you know what, we had this many showings. This is what's been going on. Yeah, which would always stress me out before.
But you could do that still when you can, but you know the base is covered?
The base is covered. I'd still try to talk to them, at least once every...
How many listings you carry all the time?
Yeah, I think I've got 15.
So if you got 15 to 30 sometimes, I'm sure, you go up and down, right?
Yeah.
Depends if you had a builder or something too. But if you got 15, 20 listings and you had 5 showings on 5 of them, there's 25 calls.
Yeah.
But that's why you can beat everyone with a feedback manager, which is your assistant who does the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mentally it's just
and that was causing me a lot of stress because I'd get busy, wouldn't get back to my clients, my listings, giving them updates. And that's why we get a bad reputation sometimes.
For sure, dude.
Because a lot of agents will just list it and
I'll
call you when I get an offer.
They're good people though.
Oh, 100%.
They're just busy.
Yeah.
Most of them are great agents.
You just get busy and you can't handle
have the
it.
support. Yeah. And it's I just sold one of my investments, a little townhouse in Hinton.
Okay.
And I had to choose an agent. I hadn't used an agent. I'm like, this is...
I think you told me, yeah.
First one, he jumps on there. I gave him a week or two, fired him. I fired him right away. I'm not dealing with this guy. I know this. So I find another guy and he's pretty good. He's pretty good. But I had a showing, right? He was good, but then I had a showing and I'm like, hey, you got a showing? Great. Ghost me. That's what he feels like. I'm on the other side now. I'm like, so what happened to the showing? So I'm like, hey, what happened to the showing? Yeah, I know. Just let me give him a call. Okay. When you're here's what it is.
Yeah. Well, they know it's coming on Mondays. And then I say, look, if there's anything we need to, if somebody came and, oh no, the fridge water.
We know right away though, we'll deal with it. Yeah. Or if there's anything that needs to be addressed. Yeah.
And so I always, and it's important that I lay that all out when I'm doing the listing paperwork. And so they know exactly.
Did you change your listing presentation at all? Did you add anything in the listing presentation? You were doing it for years, but then.
Oh yeah. I created a new one.
Yeah. Are you doing market curve and all that stuff still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Do the market curve. One of my favorites is that client guarantee.
Adding the guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like that one. I love showing commissions.
Breaking it down?
Yeah.
And you show however, yeah.
So the commissions are great because most agents don't want to.
They're so scared to talk about it.
And it's right in our presentation. The other thing that I think gets me to win is I always show up with the CMA paper form.
Yeah.
It's bound.
They like
a plastic
it better,
cover. Well, it's just something you can leave there, right? I competed against 9 agents.
In one listing.
One listing.
Poof.
And I asked,
who's the guy interviewing 9 agents? Honestly,
she was a tough
one. I bet. I'm like 9. I don't know if I want this one.
And after I said, well, how many agents did you interview? Well, 9. well, why did you go with me?
Yeah, I love that question. What was it?
Yeah. She says, well, one, you were the only one that left me anything.
Out of 9.
2, you were the only one that walked around and took notes.
See, they don't know how to choose. They're watching these things, right? That's amazing.
Yeah. And I also brought her a coffee cup.
There you go. Yeah.
Because when I had a conversation, it was something about coffee, and I put a Tim Hortons $5 gift card in there.
Just awful, right?
And then when I got there, she's like, oh, great, I can have coffee now because all my other stuff's packed away.
And she's like, you're my guy. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's been, I think, pretty awesome chatting.
Yeah. It's been good, Ben.
It's cool to even reminisce a little bit. And we're going to Serbia now.
I know, crazy.
That's going to be next level.
Yeah.
Building up some social media stuff. It's going to be amazing.
Which is something that I feel is going to be really hard for me.
I think it's going to be hard for everyone in the group.
Yeah. So the reason I wanted to go, I want to get out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And break through that, similar to how I broke through with
it's the mindset around
the mindset.
3 or 4 different things.
And I know that's all it is. It's just the mindset.
And that's why we'll go incubator style.
Yeah.
Like we're going to go in for 4 or 5 days and just get in there. What's nice is that by adding the social media element, there's an emotional friction that stops us from doing it. And most people are training on how to do social. But what's cool is we'll do that, but it's the actual mindset shifts we'll be looking at in a retreat setting. Like we're going to be talking about it. Like think about I got a bunch of women coming too. They're going to be on camera. You know, like, oh my goodness, like how do you, so I think it's going to be a neat, I've never done it. You know, you're a guinea pig with a bunch of other people. Pretty sure it'll work out.
Yeah.
But it is going to be that shift when you come back going, oh, it's not so bad. That's what we're hoping for.
I just like the different things you're implementing into the coaching program. There's always something new. There's always something to help out agents, like the tax strategy stuff and getting a bookkeeper.
My heart goes there. That's why. Like I see it. I'm like, oh man, this is a big problem.
But I love the 1% at a time because it's not all going to happen at once. Once you get those other things kind of in check, and it's fun to focus on different sides of your business that you never really focused on before, right?
What's crazy is that it's the whole idea is that most agents will jump to something really fun and they didn't put their foundations in. So you go to this thing like, oh, I'm going to go build a YouTube channel. So cool. I'm like, you can't. Your CRM's unorganized and you're not. So it's like now you're at a place where we're like, okay.
Now I can start looking at that side of my business.
Yeah. And they do it backwards. They start with that. Like, no. Like that's why it's like, I love that you're like, now we can play. Yeah. Now you've got the solid. Now let's play. Let's build this brand up and let's make everyone know who you are.